Hi, a very good morning all of you. I am Lakshmi Narayana Gunta, PGT Zoology and NEET Super 60 faculty at Tupalvalsa, Srikakulam. Today we are going to discuss the phylum Mollusca, the second largest animal phylum of the animal kingdom after the phylum Arthropoda. The phylum Mollusca includes soft-bodied animals mostly with a shell, and they are both terrestrial and aquatic. Means they are found in both freshwater and also marine water and on land. The body is bilaterally symmetric and secondarily asymmetric in some gastropods like snails. Body is unsegmented, as we have seen segmented body in phylum Annelida and Arthropoda, but here in Mollusca body is unsegmented with a distinct head and muscular foot. Here you can observe the head and this is the muscular foot. The head with sensory tentacles. Here you can observe the sensory tentacles. Just watch this small video. Here you can observe the movement of a snail, how it is moving very slowly, and this one is the foot and these are the tentacles. Whenever danger signs are there, it retracts its body into the shell. Let us observe the internal structure of a snail. Here, the special property with these molluscans is the mantle. Mantle is a soft spongy layer of skin that is formed over the visceral mass. This is the mantle and this is the visceral mass. This is the visceral mass, and body is covered by a calcareous shell. This is a gill, also called as ctenidium. Ctenidium, which is responsible for respiration and also excretion. And special property that is observed in these molluscans is torsion. Torsion is the rotation of the visceral mass. Rotation of the visceral mass, mantle and the shell up to 180 degrees with respect to the head and foot of the gastropod. Because of this torsion, the anus, it also occupied the anterior region of the molluscan. Okay, here you can observe the mouth and this is the anus. It happened because of the torsion, rotation of the visceral mass to 180 degrees. And body is covered by calcareous shell. Mostly this shell is external and in some molluscans it is internal and in some molluscans shell is absent. They are usually unisexual. Sexes are separate and oviparous. They lay eggs and the development mostly is indirect, involving a larva called as velizer larva. This velizer is a modified trochophore larva. Examples include Spila globosa, the apple snail, pink tada, the pearl oyster, loligo, sepia, octopus. These are some representatives of phylum Mollusca. The radula is one more important feature observed in Mollusca. This radula is a file-like structure. This is radula and this radula is a file-like structure which is observed in molluscans. This radula is a rasping organ, file-like rasping organ useful in cutting the food. This radula for feeding, it is absent in bivalves, most important thing, absent in bivalves like Unio, and the type of circulation is open type of circulation is observed in phylum Mollusca. As we have closed type of circulatory system, molluscans, they have open type of circulatory system, that is the blood flows in the sinuses, and the exceptions are cephalopods, the loligo, sepia, where closed type of circulatory system is observed. Respiratory pigment is hemocyanin. Humans, we have hemoglobin as the respiratory pigment. These molluscans, they have hemocyanin as the respiratory pigment, which is a blue colored pigment. When oxygen is present, this hemocyanin is a blue colored pigment, and whenever the oxygen is removed from this hemocyanin, it becomes colorless. The excretory organs are metanephridia, kidneys, or renal organs. Metanephridia, kidneys, or renal organs. Coming to the taxonomy, the phylum Mollusca is classified into 7 classes. Class 1 Aplacophora, Class 2 Monoplacophora, Class 3 Polyplacophora, Class 4 Gastropoda, Class 5 Scaphopoda, Class 6 Pelecypoda, Class 7 Cephalopoda. A means no. There are no plates, that's why they are called as Aplacophora. Let us discuss all these one by one. Aplacophora. Class 1 Aplacophora, which includes worm-like primitive molluscans, and the head is poorly developed. They are worm-like. The head is poorly developed and foot is also absent. Shell, foot and mantle are absent. Shell is also absent. As the shell is absent, mantle is also absent. In some, there is a midventral groove. This is a midventral groove which is homologous to the foot of the other molluscans. Okay. And examples includes Neomania, Chaetoderma. Coming to the second class, Monoplacophora. Mono means single. Mono means single. Placos means plate. Pheron means bearing. They are having only single plate. That's why they are called as Monoplacophora. These Monoplacophorans, they are considered to be extinct millions of years ago. And Neopilina galathea is a Monoplacophoran. This Neopilina galathea, it is found in the deep sea of the Pacific Ocean of Costa Rica in the year 1952 by an oceanographic vessel called as the Galathea. Okay, and the body is flattened. Here you can observe the body which is flattened, dorsoventrally flattened, and the shell is single and plate-like. That's why they are called as Monoplacophorans. Special feature with regard to this class is heart with 4 atria and 2 ventricles. Means 2 pairs of atria open into 2 ventricles, which is a unique feature. And one more unique feature is nephridia and gills, they show serial repetition, means which looks like internal segmentation. Internal segmentation, which is a unique feature of Monoplacophorans in the phylum Mollusca. Coming back to the third class, Polyplacophora. Poly means many. Placos means plates. Means they include molluscans with many plates. They include chitons and ischinochitons. And the body is dorsoventrally flattened and shell with 8 valves or plates. Here you can observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are 8 plates. The shell with 8 plates or 8 valves. That's the reason they are called as Polyplacophorans. Poly means many. And one more important feature is 6 to 88 pairs of ctenidia are there. This is a gill. Comb-like structure present in the mantle cavity is also called as a ctenidia, which is a respiratory organ and excretory organ in molluscans. And the nephridia are the excretory organs in Polyplacophorans. And trochophore is the larva, as the development is indirect. Examples include chiton and lepidopleurus. Coming back to the fourth class, that is gastropoda. Gaster means belly. Gastropods includes snails, slugs and limpets. It is the largest and most diverse class of phylum Mollusca. They are secondarily asymmetric. Means their body shows asymmetry because of the torsion. Shell is mostly external. Examples Phyla globosa, apple snail, and some cases internal, as in case of Aplysia, sea hare, and absent in molluscans like Doris, sea lemon. The uneven growth rotates visceral mass to 180 degrees. That is the phenomena called as the torsion. Torsion is observed in these gastropods. And examples include Phyla globosa, apple snail, Aplysia, sea hare, Doris, sea lemon. Coming back to the fifth class, class 5, Scaphopoda. Scaphos means boat, podas means foot. They have boat-shaped foot. That's why they are called as Scaphopodans. And they include tusk shells or tooth shells. Here you can observe, body is elongated as they are in the shape of a tusk. Eyes and tentacles are absent. The special feature with Scapopoda is eyes and tentacles are absent. Shell is a tubular shell. Shell is tubular. Ctenidia or gills, they are absent in Scapopoda. And boat-shaped or cone-shaped foot is the feature of these Scapopodans. And the examples includes dentalium and pulsellum. These are some representatives of class Scapopoda. Coming to the sixth class, that is Pelecypoda. Pelicos means axe. Presence of axe-like foot, they are called as Pelecipodans, and they have leaf-like gills. That's why they are also called as Glamellibranchiata. They include mussels, oysters, and clams. And the body is laterally compressed. Shell is bivalved. Here you can clearly observe bivalved shell. Two valves are there. That's why they are called as bivalvia. Also called as Pelecypoda is also called as bivalvia. And one more important thing with this Pelecypoda or bivalvia is radula is absent. Radula is absent in bivalvia. And the shape of foot is wedge shaped or axe shaped. And a special feature is byssus threads. These byssus threads, here you can observe, these are the byssus threads. They help in attachment to the substratum. It is a special feature observed in bivalvia. Examples includes Unio, Mytilus, Pinctada. These are some representatives of Pelecypoda. Coming back to the class 7, the Cephalopoda, the most developed class of the phylum Mollusca. They have developed well-developed nervous system and also closed type of circulatory system. These are all the advanced features of Cephalopoda. Cephal means head. They have legs in the head. This is a special feature we can rarely observe in animal kingdom. It includes squids, cuttlefishes, octopuses, nautili, etc. The body is dorso-ventrally elongated and flattened. Shell is external or internal, or some cases it may be absent. Foot is modified into oral arms as the foot is present in the cephal or head, and that's why they are called as cephalopods. And one more important feature of these cephalopods is they have ink glands and closed type of circulatory system. These are the special features of Cephalopoda. Ink glands, they are very much useful in escaping from the predators. Whenever a cephalopod is in danger, it releases ink from these ink glands. This ink, it forms a cloud, and so that the predator is confused. This way, these cephalopods, they escape from the predators, and the examples include sepia, loligo, nautilus, octopus, etc. These are the some representatives of class Cephalopoda. Okay, thank you for watching. In our next video, we are going to discuss the phylum Echinodermata, the last phylum in the invertebrates.